Now, returning to one of our top stories, bad weather forced SAA to cancel its flights to Mauritius. The Mauritius Meteorological Services says the storm continued to intensify and has issued a cyclone warning with the possibility of wind gusts of up to 120 kilometres per hour over the island nation in the Indian Ocean. SABC meteorologist Mpho Rasimphi joins us now for more. Mpho, as you know, is always giving us an update about the weather. So technically, what is a tropical storm, Mpho?
Yeah, well, tropical storm, from the word tropic, originates from the tropics. It needs warm water. Believe it or not, the tropics, the water is kind of warm, so it needs warm water. So it is an intense circulation storm, which is characterized by a low pressure system. Okay. So basically, that's what the tropical storm. Okay, so then how does a tropical storm become a cyclone? And is there a difference? There is a difference. Okay. Basically, I could say a tropical storm is when it's just moderate. And when it intensifies, it becomes a tropical cyclone. I remember with this tropical cyclone, Idai, when it became a tropical cyclone, it becomes more stronger, which means it causes more damage and it causes more rainfall, resulting in more flooding. Okay, so the Mauritius Meteorological Services website said in an update they posted at about 1 p.m. that active cloud bands associated with Calvinia were influencing the weather over Mauritius with intermittent rain. So what exactly does that mean? It simply means that a cloud, because remember, for us to have any rainfall, it depends on the cloud that we have. Now, if you have your structured clouds, you get your simple showers and drizzle. But when you get your cumulonimbus clouds, you get your intense more showers and thunder showers. So basically what they mean is that the clouds that the tropical storm is causing more downpours, it's causing more intense weather patterns that we're seeing, resulting in those flooding that we're And are we expecting major flooding as a result of this, Mpho? Definitely. It's expected that it's going to become a tropical cyclone. It's still a tropical storm currently, but it's expected that it's going to become a tropical cyclone by tomorrow afternoon. So basically we're going to get more. It's already flooding has been reported. So basically it's going to get more rainfall into the island by tomorrow afternoon. So how does it mutate? Take us through that. You say that is still going to happen. It's still a tropical storm. It's going to become a tropical cyclone. How does the mutation take place? And is it possible that, you know, that can be turned around, that it may not necessarily end up being a cyclone? Can it be reversed? It could be. It could be if it was going overland. Remember, when it goes overland, it loses intensity because all the moisture is coming from the ocean, from the water. From the water. Yes. Basically, it's getting more moisture from the water. I mean, there's no way it will become more intense and more powerful because it's getting all the moisture from the water. And what would force it inland? Would it be the wind speeds? What would make it change direction? Yeah, well, that's why we always say weather will humble you. In terms of the direction, you can only predict where it's going, but it could change anytime. You can remember with tropical cyclone Idai, it went inland. It went outside, it came back in more intense. So basically, in that case, which you can only predict where it's going in terms of the direction, it's basically the wind speed and the wind direction, as you mentioned, but it could take a turn. I guess like the old saying that somebody is as cantankerous as the weather, the unpredictability that you're talking about. But I want to talk about, it seems, I don't know, is it because we're more aware of it? Is it because of early warning systems that we're seeing so many tropical storms, so many cyclones and hurricanes, especially over the island nations? Well, I'm going to touch on a topic that is very subjective, and I'm going to say my personal opinion is because of climate change. That's why we're getting more of them. Because remember, they peak mostly in autumn, February, that's when we get more tropical cyclones. But right now, we're seeing it in almost all around the year. So basically, I could say because of climate change, that's why we're getting more tropical cyclones. And is that why, I know you're going to give us the weather report shortly as well, is that why we're also seeing such high temperatures? I mean, almost 40 degrees over Christmas, it was unbearable. Remember, let me say it simply like this. There was a point where Cape Town didn't know anything about severe thunderstorm. Now it's a norm. So basically, it goes to show that things are changing, the climate's changing. And we need to change with that. Thanks a lot, Mpho. Mpho Rasimphi is SABC meteorologist. Of course, he will bring you a full weather update in just a moment. Aldrin?